Hey beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Becky, a place where you get exciting content related to food and life. If you're here for the first time, please do not forget to like, subscribe and turn on your notification bell at the right hand side of your phone. So in my last video, I promised you guys that this time used to be the hottest. And trust me, I wasn't joking. My last video talked about my pregnancy from first month to the 9th month. I gave you guys a download of it. This time it's going to be my labor and delivery gist. Guys, in fact, just relax. As at 14th May 2021, I was out of this world. I wasn't seeing anybody, I wasn't hearing anything. All I just wanted was to have my baby. I thought it had been induced, so I went to the hospital. I got registered. So there I stayed, chilled till it was time to use. Guys, I don't even know which one was more painful. I don't know if it was the labor pain or the process of inducing me. I don't even know which one scattered my head more. We got to the hospital around 4 p.m. I guess. My appointment with the doctor was by 10 p.m. So I had to stay in the hospital. I and my husband were strolled around, gisted and all. So when it was 10 p.m. the doctor came to my semi-private room. Okay, and she was like, all right, madam, are you Mrs. Bartable? I was like, okay, it's time, lie down, open your legs. So I began to wonder, what am I opening my legs for? I thought I was supposed to drink this medicine or they were supposed to inject it or something. Okay, I just laid there and sat a full fingers into my VJ, got the medicine there. I think she wanted to get to my cervix, and that shit hurts. Like, that stuff was so painful. I thought something that would just go in and come out. I was fighting. She said, madam, just keep resting, relax yourself, keep your waist on the bed. How would I have done that? Like, I was already passing out. The way she was just putting her hands into the VJ, like, almost just to get to my cervix. It wasn't an easy one. That was when I knew not everything that goes inside the VJ is actually pleasing. Some are so annoying. She had to drop it in, and I stayed that way for like from 10 to like 4 p.m. Nothing happened. I was feeling pains, but it was just like menstrual pain. Menstrual pain. That was what I was feeling at that point. So in my head I was like, this is pain there. There's nothing there. I can actually do it. 2 p.m. The main one, guys. This pain hits me. Bow. Immediately I started shouting. I was like, oh my god, this one is painful. This one is so painful. My mom was like, very good. Now the main labor pain has landed. That was how I was shaking. I was sweating. I couldn't feel myself. It's like when you twist your ankle and then somebody's trying to put it back. Like, I don't even know if that one is even, you can even compare it to the first one I was feeling was the menstrual pain. It's just like this explanation I'm giving. I began to shout, I began to scream like, oh my god, my tummy, it's not my tummy, my waist. My husband started massaging my waist. I just slapped his hand like, you should just leave me alone. My mom was like, you should go outside, that this is the point where wives, they say husband, shit, that you should just leave me alone. So I was not like, mommy, please massage my waist, your hands are soft. My mom was there massaging my waist for me. I valued every atom of relief I got. The pains were like 100% there. Every relief I got that day was just 1%. It was just 1% to the 100% of pain I was going to relieve you get, either by breathing out and breathing in, or somebody massaging. The only form of relief you get. I needed to have my bath. I went to the toilet to try to have my bath. I couldn't. My husband decided to help me. I didn't even want him to because I was embarrassed. Like, as it got to this point where I can't even have my bath to worry. But when I bent down to try to have my bath, I couldn't. It didn't even take me up to a minute. I started looking for my husband to come help me. So he had to help water for me to have my bath. He was just there watching me. I was like, please just go outside. He said I should just do, let's go a beg. So I had to have my bath in his presence, and I came out to the other nurses to come and check. It was around 2:30. I got to 5 centimeters dilated, so I was asked to leave that room to the main delivery room because it was downstairs, and they needed to take me there because once it's 5 centimeters dilated, because we're very fast to get to 10, it's just the 1 to 5 that takes like hours. It took me almost 19 hours to get to from 1 to 5. I don't know if it was because I was induced or it happens to most persons, but for me it took me 19 hours to get to that point. So I was taken downstairs on a wheelchair. At that point I was not even seeing anybody. I was not hearing it. In fact, I don't even know who I was there that day. I was just to get that 1% of relief out of the 100% of pain I was feeling. And I got there, they gave me a bed space, and in that place your family, friends are not allowed. But I was lucky enough because my auntie works there, so she was there with me. Although it wasn't her department, but she was there with me to massage my waist. See, no joke with massaging waists with a pregnant woman. She will love you forever. I remember one of my friends there that was also going through the same pain. Because I was opportune to have someone there, a family there, but she wasn't, so she was going through the pain. After I delivered, I just went because I know how much it meant to me. So I went there, I was massaging her waist. She was like, thank you, please, massage there, massage, hey, go down, come up, go left. I felt every pain she would pass through, but then to me, finally, after I stayed there, I was passing through my labor pain. My own labor pain. I don't know what we did to Eve. I don't know what we did to Eve. Seeing that Eve committed, we will not be suffering it as if we were the one that did it. You see women there lined up, everybody head is scatter. Our heads they scatter. When they took me to the bed, my auntie was trying to cover me. My wrapper, I was just pulling it, I was flinging it like nobody should talk to me, nobody should touch me. In fact, everybody should just do their day. My auntie would cover me, the wrapper, I would fling it, I was stark naked, and there were male nurses there. But I didn't care, man. I did not care. I just opened everything and I just needed to give birth. And when I was 1 month, I was always scared of the D-Day, but that day, I was ready. Like, that day, you will not even be scared of the D-Day again. You would want to give birth. You would just want to push out. Because I was wondering, how would the baby head come out of your VJ like that? But when it gets to that point, because you'll be so exhausted, you'll be so tired. Once you get to your 9th month, you're so tired. You just want to have your baby. And then the labor pain too, you just want to feel relieved. So the only thing you want to hear that time is, oh yeah, it's time to give birth. That is what you want to hear. So I stayed that way. The nurses were coming to check. I would scream, but the more it progresses, the more your baby descends, the better, because you don't have to put your hands inside that much again, because the baby is close to your VJ. So when she did it, the baby's head was just there. So immediately she tried to check again. She already felt the baby's head. She was like, oh yeah, this girl is 10 centimeters dilated. Let's take her to the delivery room. So they brought me back to the wheelchair. My auntie tried to cover. Auntie, leave, auntie, don't touch me. Just leave me. It was my nakedness. They pushed like that to the delivery room that way. When I got there, they said, okay, climb, time to give birth. I opened my legs. Oh yeah, madam, push. They will ask you to hold your both knees, and then you pull up to push. So I did it, and with all your strength, like every food you've been eating before, gather it that day and push. It's not just the regular one we do in the toilet. This one is times 2 of what is to push in the toilet. I had to use all my strength, and even that baby wasn't forthcoming because it was big. So I pushed like 4 times. No way. In my head, I was like, push, you just do CS. I just want to hear that I've given birth. What's all this one now? I was pushing, baby did not come out. So before then, they told me that since my baby was big, either they do CS or they might give me an episiotomy if the delivery becomes too difficult. So I was like, okay, no problem, I'm fine. See, when it comes to mother and child, most doctors just say, I don't know, maybe if you're, I don't know, it depends on your faith, and I don't know how it works, but I just feel all I want to hear is my baby going to be alright if I do this thing? Am I going to be fine? Once you say yes, oh yeah, let's do it. I don't have strength to be saying, God forbid, Holy Ghost fire and all sorts, no? Just assure me I'll be fine. I'm going to do it. I don't care if it's CS, episiotomy, whatever. Just make sure my baby and are doing okay. So they told me they might end up doing an episiotomy. I said okay, no problem, since my baby was big. So I pushed like 4 times. Baby wasn't forthcoming. So the last one, because you push when you feel contraction. Once you start feeling contraction, you push. You feel contraction, you push. That's how it works. So I was pushing. I could feel the baby's head out and then in, out, in, but I couldn't get that grip to be able to push out my baby. So the doctor said, with the midwife, said, okay, I should give them the last push, then they would see me. So that was how. As I was pushing, when they did the cut, the contraction has ended. So the contraction is very painful. That's why you don't get to feel any other pain that is not as much as that contraction pain. So when she told me, the contraction had already stopped. So I was back to my normal self. So I felt every movement of that blade going down my VJ, down to my perineum. God. See, contraction, the pain, a different kind of pain. Like, it was another level of pain. But I just left it. I just want to have my baby, like I said. So they tore it and I pushed with the last ever I ate 2 days back, because I wasn't able to eat well safe till I gave birth. So I pushed my baby. I just felt a slimy slide. It just came out, boom, out of my body. So somehow, and immediately kept my baby to bond with the baby. So they took him away and went to clean him up and all. So now I went to round 2. I was thinking, oh, no, it's time to stand up. But I don't know, needle and thread. I don't know what they use, but they brought it to stitch me. That one. They had to numb. They had to give me anesthetic to numb those areas. They would took the injection inside just your vaginal walls around that area. Started sewing. It got down to my perineum, down from my VJ to my perineum. That was where it was like a third degree tear. We have first, second, third, fourth degree. Mine got to 3rd degree tear. My baby popped out. They then had to stitch the area, and that was it. I became my baby. Everybody was happy. Everybody was fine till I didn't know that was part 1. In fact, this one is part 2. Let me give this one part 2. In part 3, I finalized everything. I thought everything was okay. I thought I was free. I thought, okay, finally, breath of relief. I didn't know postpartum was coming with its own bam. Like, he carried its own on his head too, his own wahala on his head. That was even worse. It was worse than every other thing I felt. Postpartum was just something else. But I'm not going to give you all, and I'm not going to give you all the gist on this video because it's going to be too long. So my next video, do not forget to subscribe, like, and turn on your notification bell if you really want to hear this gist, except your dad, I don't know, but this postpartum gist, I thought this one will be hot. Postpartum gist is the main one. That one came with fire. Like, you know when you feel you're okay, you're fine, and then another one is coming again, another baggage for you. Postpartum came with that one. I was literally crying. But you're going to see that in my next video. Thank you for watching. My name is Becky Batabo. Bye. See you in my next video.